Hello guys, this is Spicy, and this is a review on the Bandai Tamashii Nations Robot Damashii, or Robot Spirits, Pacific Rim Uprising Obsidian Fury, or Jaeger Obsidian Fury. Take a look at the box real quick. You can see this is not the Pan-Pacific Defense Corps. I think this is like the enemy emblem. I don't know if this guy's like an alien, extra-dimensional alien or something, but yeah, it's definitely an enemy Jaeger. This is released in 2018, made in China, rated for ages 15 and up. MSRP for this figure is $29.99 US dollars. Here we have the symbol right there, the emblem for Obsidian Fury. And yeah, this one is number 231 in the Robot Damashii line. Here we have some nice pictures of the Obsidian Fury, distributed by Bluefin, not by Bandai North America Incorporated. Here's the serial number, or UPC. And over 24 points of articulation, and plasma chainsaw can be equipped on both arms. Alright, so towering mecha so powerful its origins are shrouded in secrecy. Meet the deadliest Jaeger to ever walk the earth. With steel's chrome armor plating, twin plasma chainsaw, and a chest-mounted 8km salvo launcher, Obsidian Fury is ready to defend our world or destroy it. Very interesting. Some spoiler alert right there for those of you who haven't seen the movie. Yeah, this Jaeger is shrouded in mystery. I don't really know what's going on with this guy. I think most people assume it's a bad guy, but you know, we don't really know until we see the movie. So he does look cool, I give you that. So let's go ahead and take a look at the instruction manual here. Very nice. And yeah, I mean, they all have the same joints. All the figure across this entire line has the same joints, and they all have very similar gimmicks. So before I forget, I want to show you guys a gimmick that I often forget to show on these figures. So they all have this little piece on the back of the figure where you can remove, and that exposes the peg hole for the Tamashii base, or you can actually use Gunpla action base on these figures, you know, if you want to put it up on the stand or something. And they're very well integrated. I mean, you can't really notice that there's actually a part that you can remove on the back of each figure, but yeah, it's all integrated very well into the overall look of the figure. So anyway, in terms of accessories, we have two of these open hands. One I already attached to the hand joint, and then we have two closed fists. Yeah, this guy doesn't have a gripping hand, and I guess none of that is relevant anymore. I did have the plasma chainsaw attached to both arms. These are very nice. This is a translucent piece of plastic. Let me go ahead and just remove one of them and show you guys in detail. So it's very simple. You just unpeg the armor on the forearm, and then you stick this into the peg hole right there, and then you just yeah, do in reverse like that. So that's pretty cool. And let's stand him up straight real quick. He's a very towering figure. He's even taller than the Gypsy Avenger. So actually, let me just give you an idea. Here's the Gypsy Avenger, and here's the Obsidian Fury. As you can see, this guy is, I think, close to 8 inches, because Gypsy, it's about 7 inches. So this guy, dang, that's almost 8 inches. And I think he's actually taller than Raijin. But let's just take a no, actually, Raijin is still taller because of these horn or carapace on the head. So anyway, there we go. Let's stand him up over here. Alright, so obviously this thing is molded in this orange translucent plastic, and then they just painted in the details right here using metallic gray paint. Pretty cool. And yeah, that's a plasma chainsaw. Now, unlike the The model kit, these teeth are not individually cut out, so they're molded like, yeah. That's a little bit disappointing, to be honest with you. I was really hoping that, you know, we could have individual teeth, just like the model kit. So I guess the model kit would actually be superior if you're, you know, really into all the finer details. But, you know, this is still a good figure. It's doesn't really have a lot of color, but it's got multiple different colors of black. So let's go ahead and talk about that. We have a very glossy black here for the legs, the thigh, and the calves. And then we got, once again, I think it's the same plastic here for the hip joint, for the hips, but the waist section is like a different color plastic. This look more gray than black. So we got the chest and the waist section is like a very dark gray plastic, and the head is interesting. Looks like there's like a clear orange piece that they use for the visor, and then I think this whole piece is just one clear orange piece, and then they paint it over with gray paint, which is very nice. Yeah, paint application is very clean, very crisp, and yeah, I think they use like the same gray plastic for the torso and the waist section and the shoulder armor. I really like this shoulder armor design right here. Like they did make the cutout for the shoulder armor, so you can actually collapse this in completely to make it look very very clean, and then you can open it up so you can have better articulation. Once again, same joints as the rest of the figure, so you can expect the same type of articulation. The shoulder armor doesn't really hinder the, well, let's see. The arm can go perpendicular. It can go forward. Yeah, it somewhat gets in the way. Like this area right there does get in the way if you want to bring the arm forward like that. But I think it's okay. We got the bicep swivel, and the bicep is actually very interesting. It's just a very shiny gray color that looks different from the rest of the figure. That's interesting. Yeah. Looks like it's two parts, two different parts too. There's like an upper bicep, and then there's like a lower bicep near where the elbow is. Anyway, the forearm is the same color plastic as the legs, and then we have the hand joints. So once again, we're dealing with that robot Damashii hand joints, so just be careful if you can swap out the hands. Just carefully work the hand into that ball socket instead of forcing it. And obviously the head is on the double ball joint, so get the same story there across the board. And this one can go 360 because of the collar. Overall, it's pretty cool. This thing actually kind of reminds me of something from Valerian. I think I saw a NECA figure that looked very similar to this guy at Toys R Us. But anyway, it's like a robot thing from Valerian, the movie that came out in 2017. But anyway, it looks pretty cool. I really like all the sculpt work on this one. This one probably can't really benefit from panel lining or whatsoever, since like it's in all this very, very dark color plastic. But you can really see all the details, so it's definitely good under, like, you know, certain type of lighting. But yeah, definitely a good figure. I would recommend picking this up. Now, if you're into more detail, you might want to consider picking up the model kit instead. But just be aware, you do have to build the model kit, and that thing's gonna have a lot of knot marks, since the Obsidian Fury is all black. So if you're building the model kit, you're gonna have like knot marks where all the seam line is gonna be. So just be aware of that. And that's pretty much it for this review. I hope you guys find the information helpful. And as always, thanks for watching.